Welcome into the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming by. If you're out there, Ray up, dude. I saw the hello up there. I think I maybe set the stream schedule wrong. I was trying to set it for it says scheduled for 3:35. I meant to schedule for 3:45. I thought that's what I typed in, but apparently YouTube disagrees with me on that one. But thank you so much. If you're still here, man, still lurking in the shadows, or you check out the stream later after it's uploaded to the channel, thank you so much for coming by. I hope you're doing well, brother, staying safe and healthy, and anyone out there who may be watching after, okay, we after the stream is over, if you're watching the VOD, I guess it is, or the upload, thank you so much for checking out. I appreciate it. I really do. I hope you're all doing well, having a good weekend, or whatever day it happens to be that you're checking the content here. But thank you so much for doing so. I really appreciate that. I wanted to check and also put in my visual novel there in chat if you're interested. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I do have our first episode of our visual novel is out now, right? How come I can't get to what I need to? Hold on a second. I'll get you that link, right? Oh my goodness, I got an achievement up here. Finally, the achievement shows up in YouTube. It's the 300 subscriber achievement. It says people like your channel, and it shows. That achievement, it says 2 days ago, it finally showed up. YouTube is doing like achievement cards like Twitch did, where you get the achievements. It says you reached affiliate or so many viewers and subscribers or followers and things like that. They are doing that with YouTube now. And I got my little trophy there, you 300 subscribers. Thank you so much for making that possible, ladies and gentlemen. I do appreciate it. I just wanted to go over here, go to content. We're going to go here. And that is the one we want. So let me go ahead and select that one right there. Okay, grab that. We're going to put that in there. And yeah, thanks so much for coming by. What is going on, Cheeky Chaka? Woo! How are you doing? Sister Boo is stopping by to hang out with us today. How are you? Good to see you. There's the visual novel. I know you've seen it and checked it out, sister. Hope you're doing well, staying safe and healthy, having a good Saturday so far, right? And good weekend. So thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, and thank you for your comments on the visual novel too, because that does help the analytics, the YouTube algorithm. It feeds the algorithm and lets people know there's interest in the show, and people can come by and watch it. It like helps the algorithm know that there's interest in it. It like signal boosts the content I have. So thank you for doing that. It really means a lot to me, and I do massively appreciate it, sister. Let's get some music in here. Why would anybody stick around if I don't have music, right? Got to get some started there. Hopefully you're having an amazing weekend. All of you out there, okay, are having an amazing weekend, all right? And looking forward, to enjoying the entire weekend, right? So, like I said, if you're new to the show, please feel free to come in and talk to us. We are a supportive community. Love to get a chance to know and hang out with you as well. Somebody asked a question just today about something related to using diffeomorphic to bring in, and I'll probably go ahead and do it on the stream here, and maybe I'll do I was gonna do a tutorial on this anyway, but like they were saying that, well, when I bring stuff in using diffeomorphic, it's not really, the skin looks dark, okay? And the reason is I think the shaders look better in diffeomorphic. And if there isn't enough lighting in the viewport, it just looks dull. The whole scene looks dull, right? I'm great, thanks. Hope you all good. Yeah, I'm doing fantastic, sister. Glad to have you. Hey, I've got to talk to you in a long time. So I'm very happy that you were able to stop by and spend some time with us here today, you know? It's good to see you. Woo! Give sister a woo, right? Give sister a woo right here. So they were talking about, okay, why when I bring in my characters using diffeomorphic, they look dark? When they bring them in using the DAZ to Blender bridge, they look bright. The problem is, I think the skin tone is way too pale looking on diffeomorphic. And if you put proper lighting in the scene, it looks like just ghostly white, okay? So diffeomorphic has, I think, better like skin shading of the skin. Tone and things like that. So if I look at the commander here, there you go, there's the commander there from the visual novel episode 1, brought over into Blender through the amazing diffeomorphic plugin right there. So he looks pretty good, right? But the problem is, if I don't have enough lighting in the scene, he's gonna look very dark, right? Even if I bring in like an individual point light. So grab here and go say point light, we're gonna do a point light, bring him up here. even if you don't set your point light right, the lighting just has to be good for this, right? So we're gonna do an X right here. Actually, no, we're gonna delete. We're gonna go G and we're gonna Y over here. Whoa! He's taking his clothes off. He's getting frisky there. Apparently I have the point light assigned under there. Yeah, we don't want that. Let's take it out. Grab that and we'll just put it in scene collection over here. Okay, so we're gonna grab the point light. That should move our point light over here. So we're gonna do a little item. Let's just do it this way. Y, okay. And we're gonna bring it up in the Z direction. Oh, we don't care about rotation, right? Bring it up over here, right? So he still looks kind of dim, right? Skin looks kind of dark, and that's what they were complaining about. So I can brighten that, go over to the light and come here and I can brighten it. But what I find is to put in, let's put 1,000. Well, that's way too bright, or 100. So like the skin looks a little bit dark, or even if you put 50 watt or something like that, skin looks kind of dark. But the way is just to make sure that the lighting is good enough, right, for the scene. And let's go ahead and set this right here. Oh my God, we got a bot in here. Let's go ahead and remove that ass. Oh, you like to see it. You'll love to see it, right? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming in. Like I said, please feel free to come in and talk and chat. So I think maybe this is what they were seeing, okay? The skin, oh my goodness, it looks dark when I bring it in diffeomorphic. And I think maybe there just isn't enough lighting in the viewport, all right? So what I do is I don't even use point lights because this is an individual character that I'm gonna append to another scene that I'm building up for my visual novel. So, and it even mentions, like when you bring a character in, there is a window that pops up that says, hey, I think it mentions there isn't enough lighting for Eevee, okay? Or there isn't enough lighting for Cycles. There's a note there that says that, basically tells you, bring in more lighting so that things look good, okay? And I think this is maybe what this person's problem is. So if we like turn off the point light, right? We're just gonna go ahead and turn it off, turn off the light right there. Okay, and come over, and what I was showing you, if they watch later, I think Jules is the name of the person that was asking about this in the comments. I think it's Jules. If you come over here, we're in fully rendered viewed for Cycles right now, okay? We're using GPU, 500 samples. If you come over here to this drop down next to the viewport shading for actual rendered, what it's going to look like when the character's rendered or the scene is rendered, if you click this drop down arrow for options here, you can turn off scene lights and scene world. And then you can select a built-in HDRI. All right, to apply to your scene. And normally it's set as a strength of 1. I find that's a little dull sometimes. It might be okay depending on what you're doing. Or you can basically boost that up to 2. Now you see, this character was brought in through diffeomorphic. Now that there's enough lighting in the scene, I find the skin shader looks really super good, all right? So by default, there isn't much lighting in the scene when you bring in the character using diffeomorphic. So what you really have to do is apply some good lighting to the scene, all right? And when you do that, when you apply good lighting in the scene and you compare the character that's been exported or imported using the DAZ to Blender bridge compared to diffeomorphic, you will find that diffeomorphic skin shaders are much better. I don't like the way the eye textures look in the DAZ to Blender bridge. I think they look a little bit pale, or it looks super bloodshot around the eyes. It looks like it's been a binging, drinking, been binging and drinking or whatever, but that's usually it, And what I do is I like to use the viewport shading lighting so that I don't add a light to the scene, because if I add a light to the scene and save it and I bring it in and append it to another scene, it's gonna bring the light and the camera and everything in there. And I may not want that, right? So the only problem is if you actually try to render right now, this is just a viewport HDRI lighting, and you can bring in the world opacity in here, show your world, okay? And the only issue with this is that you don't get, the HDRI doesn't look like full resolution in here unless you bring use world in here and actually bring the HDRI in, like manually using the nodes. Then you get the full resolution. If it's high resolution, it's gonna look really super good, right? So usually what I do is I just turn that off, the world opacity, just to get the lighting. But I think you'll find if you put enough lighting in the scene, and compare what you exported using the DAZ to Blender and what you exported using Diffeomorphic, Diffeomorphic's gonna look better, okay? So I think you just probably, like I said, if you're watching, just make sure you put enough lighting in there. Put a point light. You can also put a sun in here, which is like a DAZ sun, you know, and point the light of the character. So you got light, you've got basically their sun. You can put a spotlight in there too, or an area light, which is kind of like a primitive plane that emits light. I think that is. And then like you can put a DAZ sun in there. Bring your sun up, right? Grab that IS, bring it up in the Z direction. Okay. Of course, I don't know why the sun keeps getting parented, right? I don't want the sun parented here, all right? Let's not do that, okay? And grab that and you bring it up, just put it in the scene collection there. I don't need it like connected to anything. We're gonna go Z, GZ. It's still connected. Why is it? That's odd. What's connecting the sun to those things? It's like the sun is connected to the, maybe because I had the mesh selected. Let's go scene collection and do a sun again, light, and we're gonna go sun and GY, right? Bring it out. Why is that stuff being parented? Why is this, oh, I don't understand why the sun is actually being, I've never seen that happen before. It's like the sun is getting parented to parts of his body. Is it because I have that mesh selected or something? I don't get that. The point light didn't do that. Well, anyway, if you bring the point light in, you know, it may not be enough light so you can bring a sun and shine it down on the character too. And I don't know why is that? That's odd. Okay. And we can show the sun and actually we've got scene lights turned off, so we'd have to turn scene lights on right there. And we would have to go over here and bring in a little bit of lighting. And we'd have to make that like 1,000 watts or something like that. And that really brightens up the scene. So you probably need a point light or a sun. Make sure you get plenty of lighting on your character. Because if there isn't enough light, it's gonna look dull. It's gonna look, the skin's gonna look dark. There just isn't enough light in the scene. So that's probably what your issue is, because I haven't really, and I noticed that when I first used Diffeomorphic, I'm like, man, the character skin looks really dark compared to the DAZ to Blender bridge. And then I realized that the DAZ to Blender bridge, the skin was just really, really super pale. So if you didn't have a lot of light, it looked super bright. But then if you put, you know, realistic amount of lighting in the scene, is just with the DAZ to Blender bridge, the skin was really pale and you have to really work on the skin shading. I don't have to do that with Diffeomorphic. It just seems to work better. So like I said, I like to do the HDRI. Skin looks good that way, right? And like I said, if you're new to the show, please feel free to come in and talk to us, all right? We are a supportive community. Love to get a chance to know and hang out with you as well. This is just kind of a spur of the moment stream. I just want to get on here and hang out with the community, you know, while I'm working on some stuff. Last stream was awesome because I was doing my 300 subscriber celebration, and thank you so much, by the way, everybody who made that happen, because things are going awesome here on YouTube, and I'm so thankful to be surrounded by so many amazing people who believe in what I do and support what I do. So thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for that. What is the Wicked Mistress, Sister Mistress, Celestial Skies is in here. I got your message. I'm sorry I wasn't able to respond because I'm coming on here and streaming, and I already had it like scheduled. I'm like, shit, you know, and but thank you for the message, you know. Sister Skies is an amazing friend. I love her to death. Hope we get a chance to meet at some point. We will get a chance to meet and everything. What is going on, Wicked Mistress? Hey, Commando, saw you were online, so I thought while I'm here, would come by and say hi. I hope you're well. I am doing fantastic, beautiful sister. How are you? Thanks for your awesome message. Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, friends and amazing people I make a connection with are very important to me. So thank you. Thank you for the kind words. You've always been there to support me during my transition over here to YouTube, more or less. Still maybe do some stuff on Twitch every now and then, but most of it's gonna be here on YouTube. I've got to meet so many cool people in the 3D animation community, and I've been fortunate to connect with them. Check it out, man, he's got his beret. What did you do over here, Commander? Let me tell you, shh, it's a surprise. All right, check this out. Woo! I put my emote in 3D space on his beret. On which side we're on right here. Make sure I get this right. Build up the momentum. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. I took my emote that was made by an artist and boom, put it right on his beret in 3D space there. Can I get a woo in chat? Woo! Beautiful day in this neighborhood is. I'm happy you're doing great. It sounds like you're having an awesome weekend, right? Just playing Psychonauts 2. Great game. I've never heard of that one. Is that on Steam? Is that available on Steam? Currently on the way home from work. I hope everything's going well. Hey, thank you so much for coming in. Like I said, I know you were busy today, work, and I love the video you sent me of the screaming kids in the store and how excited you were to deal with that, right? You look absolutely thrilled, sister. I could see it through your mask. And thank you so much for coming in. Is mom and dad there? Hand the phone over to them. I'm gonna give them a woo too. No, just hand the phone over. I don't even argue with this. I'm gonna give them a woo, all right? Let them know, prepared AASIS. But thank you so much for coming in. Woo! Absolutely fantastic. 300 subscribers here on the YouTubes, right? Wicked Mistress not missing a beat, coming in here and dropping in that woo too, right? We gotta throw it out there, right? We gotta cast it out across the interverse and nets. Woo! Fantastic! It's on Steam. Okay, cool. I'll check it out. The funny thing is, I don't get a chance to game that much. I have a studio driver inside of my NVIDIA 2070 Super Graphics card, and the only thing I do is 3D animation with it. So I do a little bit of like. I have people that have bought me games that I have not even run yet, okay? Jairus Briss bought me Alien Isolation for PC. I've always wanted to play it. It became available for free, I think on Steam or somewhere at one point. So, and then I have Elite Dangerous that was bought for me by my friend Shmi Thulu, Brother Shmi, as he was formerly known, right? In the car while my mom is in the store real quick. Okay, when she gets back, you hand her the phone and we're gonna drop a woo right on her, okay? It's a beautiful day in this, but she would definitely throw you a woohoo in return. Woo! We're gonna give her one. We're gonna give her one after she gets out of the store. How was work today? How did it go? How did your, hopefully it wasn't too stressful for you, right? We don't want to hear about stress. But I'm actually glad, I'm actually just waiting in the car. Okay, I got yours. I was gonna read Wicked Misters. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool, awesome. Psychonauts 2, never heard of it, but I have a backlog of games and people have bought me games. Actually, I got New World I bought. And I've got a list of games that is too big to fit on my hard drive because I've got so much 3D animation stuff on there. And I have, God, what is her name? Mr. How come I can't remember her name? I know her name on Instagram, Mr. Scary, I think. And why can't I remember her name on Twitch? I've been away from Twitch too long. But she actually dropped in a, and gave me a copy of, she bought me Dead by Daylight for PC, never installed it. I have these backlog of games that people have bought me when I was on Twitch, and I just don't, now I don't even have time to play them, Or I would say I don't have the space to play them. Oh yes, I've seen that game, Alien Isolation. Ooh, my goodness, is it? It's luscious. It's a beautiful game, Mistress, Wicked Mistress. It is an amazing game. Have you ever tried it before? Because I highly recommend it. It's like a throwback. It's nostalgia for me because I feel like I'm back a kid again. When I was born, there was no alien, man. I was like 7 years old, all right? And my cousin was talking about how amazing Alien was and the shit bursting out of this guy's chest and stuff going everywhere. And I'm like, I gotta go see that movie. So I slid over to my dad. I was like, hey, can we go watch Alien? And he goes, yeah, let's see what time it's playing, right? And so he's looking, and then my cousin had to open his damn mouth, right? And say, oh my God, his guts everywhere. It busted out of his chest. Oh my goodness, it was awesome. You gotta go see it. And my dad put out on the paper, goes, yeah, we're not going to watch that. Oh man. Ruined it for me, man. I didn't even get to go to the theater and see it. So yeah, I was 7 years old when the original Alien came out in 1979. So then I did get to go see Aliens, the second one, in 1986 when I was, 14 at the time. And it was the first movie I saw in the theater twice because I loved it. What server am I on? I'm not on anyone's server. I don't even know. I haven't even logged in. Oh, you're talking about Wicked Mistress here. Wicked Mistress. I have New World. Maybe someday we can join the same server if you have not played. I have played. I was with Celestial Skies, but I don't think I'm on that server anymore. Or they merged servers. I'm on another one. I don't know what's going on. I can't even tell anymore. with me, but he's still, yeah, I'm still pretty brand new. I'm still pretty noobish as far as that goes, right? Work was okay, just a lot of unboxing freight and running around. I need a coffee. Well, I did have a coffee. I think I drank my coffee. I need another one. I've had 2 already. You can never have too many, unless it's near bedtime. In the UK, some EU server, I think Hades, because my brother was there, but it was full, and I don't think you can join. I wish I could change server again. Can you not change your server? How does that? I mean, I don't even know how that works. I don't know how. Change your server or whatever. So, but thank you guys so much for coming in here. We got Wicked Mistress, woo, dropping in here with some love. I appreciate that, sister. I saw your picture. You are beautiful, Celestial Skies. I have beautiful friends, you know. But thank you so much for coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, like I said, if you're new to the channel, please feel free to come in here and hang out with us, okay? And what I am working on now is I got a lot of assets here. Got Commander uploaded here to basically imported from DAZ Studio into Blender. He's ready to rock and roll. Coffee and cream eggs. Coffee and cream eggs. Are you talking about like, are you like a cream eggs? Are you talking about putting some milk or like heavy whipping cream in eggs? Oh my God, I love that myself. It's pretty good stuff, right? I have done it once, so who knows? Oh, you talk about changing servers, yeah. Coffee and cream eggs. But I know you get 1 free server transfer, not sure what it requires to move again. Oh, okay, maybe you have to pay for the privilege or some shit. I don't know. But we're not gonna save that one. So I got a lot of the characters imported, ladies and gentlemen. I got a list of things that I'm working on. And there have been some difficulties, but we have got through them. Thanks to the community, had an issue with one of the, it was the mesh of one of the, basically the female body combat armor. It was like when I would use subdivision, it was like one of the, one of the vertices was connected all the way down. Sanders, what is going on, man? It's good to see you. Thanks so much for coming by. My friend Sanders here, who is, I've gotten to know. Fortunately, we've crossed paths since I began my YouTube journey here. And Sanders is an awesome person. He's commented on my videos and things like that, mentioned how helpful they are. I am so appreciative of that because that's why I do them, right? That's why I put them out there and drop them in there in the YouTubes. To just, you know, share the knowledge I've gained to hopefully help others in their 3D animation journey, right? Oh my goodness, I love me some Cadbury eggs, right? I'll never forget when you had the kitty mug with the cream egg, right? Oh, okay. Did I drop the egg inside of the coffee? I can't remember. Yeah, Squad Kitty's around here somewhere. I don't have the mug with me right now, man. He's off boosting morale among the squad. You know how he is. It's just the way he is, right? But we do have a little Battle Kitty in here. My goodness, he likes to drop on in and say hello sometimes. My goodness, there's Battle Kitty, all right? He's surveying the field of operations. Make sure everything's in shape, right? He is, right? What's going on? Don't worry about it. That's not a dirty look. He's just judging you. You know how cats are. That's the way they operate. Don't ask me. I don't have the mind of a cat. I'm going to jump back into the game, but I'm here for a look. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Wicked Mistress. Hopefully you have an awesome game, and I love you, and I appreciate you, all of you guys. Sanders, Celestial Skies, my best friend. Thank you so much. I'm gonna head out for a bit. I hope you have a wonderful stream and evening. You too, Celestial Skies. I'll be in contact with you through the Discords like we do and we talk and stuff like that. Hopefully you have an amazing, phenomenal weekend. And Sanders is here bringing in some friendship here to join us on the stream. It's good to see you, man. I appreciate you stopping in. Okay, we got through a little tough issue thanks to the community. I've met some friends through my streaming adventures, right? And one of them runs his own channel and is really knowledgeable about sculpting, which is not something I get into in Blender. I don't know if I'm an oddity in that a lot of people like getting into sculpting in Blender, and I don't do that. I'm in there for animation. I let these sculptors that have the talent sculpt, and I do everything else. I can transfer, I can create procedural worlds, and I've had a blast creating a procedurally textured world. But as far as making characters and stuff like that, I leave that to the professionals, and I want to be a professional animator. So that's the focus that I'm driving towards right there. You know, I'm not too much into sculpting, but I think there's a huge benefit, as I found out the other day, today getting into learning some techniques of sculpting because it helped me resolve the problem with the subdivision that I had the other day. One vertices was connected to the stomach, and they were just like a bunch of them were connected to this like frickin' face on a polygon face in the on the stomach of this lady's armor, and I had to literally delete the vertices and recreate a face. And it worked, you know, and that's some sculpting techniques right there. Wicked Mistress, thank you so much. I love you, sister. I appreciate you coming in. And I promise that I am going to get better at scheduling these streams. I'm doing a tutorial video every Tuesday. I filmed my tutorial video yesterday while I was streaming. I haven't had a chance to check it yet, but I hope it comes out good. And if not, hey, I'll re-record it. But trying to do every Tuesday a tutorial. And I'm going to start trying to schedule some streams and stuff like that, so that you guys know and are prepared. Oh, I want to be there at the time he's doing it, because the spur of the moment ones, not everybody's available and things like that. So yeah, it's cool. All right, but thank you so much, guys, for coming by. Where's the damn music? We need more music in here. Get it playing, damn it. Beautiful. Gotta play it. So Commander's been imported fine. He's got his pistols. Everything's good with him. I'm actually gonna shut him down over here because I don't want to save. I've already got him saved. So the next step is our AI squad member who has a lot of geo shells from Twitch, or not Twitch, from having problems with her. She has a combat chassis, and it did not quite come in the way I anticipated. It's almost like there's no bump on that. The bump map's not there. I don't know. But this isn't coming in the way I really thought it would. And like the chest armor and the arms, that is, because she looks better in DAZ Studio. When I imported her, it just, nothing went right. So I got a lot of work cut out for me on this one, I think. So that's what it's gonna work on. Like I said, if you're new to the show, please feel free to come in and say hello. We'd love to get a chance to know and hang out with you guys too. Woo! Beautiful day in the neighborhood, right? So we're gonna take her mesh. I don't know, the geoshells, well, this is Cycles X, right? But it created this wild and crazy node structure. And it is trying to make emissive lighting from the eyes. This is what she looks like. Let's get her out of Cycles over here. And I really want to get her over to Blender. Let's put there. She's not nude, believe me. It looks like she is, but she's got a texture on her. So the, but it did look like that, sort of. It's like a skin texture over, like a covering over the body. So we're going to show you what she looks like in yeah, right. Console, what's going on, man? How are you? Something to fix today? Yes, Console, and thank you so much for your help yesterday. That was a massive help. Yeah, man, I've got some work cut out for me here. I have this character here that is from DAZ Studio. She looks amazing in NVIDIA Ira. This is what she looks like, okay? Now this involves a lot of geoshells. I don't know how familiar you are with DAZ Studio, but a geoshell is basically a copy of the mesh, but it's not quite an, it's like, it's a skin covering. It has a copy of the character's mesh, but it's not quite an entire copy, and it's in a shell you can put over to basically make layers, and you can put, like, you got tattoos on the character and things like that. You can generate that. So this is a morph of the character that makes her look like basically an android, right? And it looks stunning in NVIDIA Ira. And the eyes look really cool. I spent some time putting some emissive lighting on the eyes and things like that. Now she has a stupid level of, and that could be why, but there's a very high subdivision level because of basically the striations here in the stomach for the morph. And yeah. So, and then the biggest thing for me right now is the eyes. See, the eyes look really cool. She's an android. She's got those glowing yellow, luscious yellow eyes. And that's her eyes. And basically I took the eye textures and made them emissive. So they're emitting light, right? And it looks good. It looks, yeah, it looks fine in NVIDIA iRay. But when I import it into Blender, it all kind of falls apart, right? So let's get out of texture shading here. But how was your weekend going? Wicked Mistress is in here. We got Sanders in here, man. So good to see you. Sanders, how's your weekend going? Hopefully it's going well. And Console, how's your weekend going so far? Let's come back over to, and she's not naked. Trust me, she's not. Okay, I'm not violating any TOSs. It's just the shading. She has a skin texture over her. All right, don't get mad at me. But no, she's not naked. It looks like it, but she's not. Okay, there it is. All right, not too terrible. There's not enough specular lighting off. Now I can fix that. Let me go to the. Should be able to come over here and go to the node. And we're gonna go to torso, and it creates some wild and wicked. I think this is gonna be absorption density. I was hoping to have a specular setting in here, but it's kind of, oh. It's bringing in the geoshells as separate nodes. That's what it is. And it's putting the UV map on there. I'm stuck at work so much. Oh man, hopefully it goes okay for you. I know you're a developer, man. So, you know, hopefully that goes, work goes okay. It goes smoothly. Your work on the weekend too, man. You're working some serious overtime. I hope your employers appreciate that, you know? Working hard. He works hard for, oh, she, I don't know. I don't know. We haven't said. There was no gender specified. But look at her stomach, looks really smooth, and there's striations over here, and you can't really see it in texture shaded. But what I want to do is, I think maybe that's possibly because, I don't know why we're losing those striations like that. Hope this, you know, it's one character, man. I may just have to like temporarily, and if I have to, if I absolutely have to, I'll put her renders for the episode, because she's in episode 2 a little bit, but just for a brief moment. And if I have to, I will render her in DAZ Studio. There's not a lot of animation with her over there, so it may be perfectly fine, you know. But Console, like I said, I hope your rest of your work day goes smoother. You working Sunday too? Sounds like you're working some overtime, man. He works hard for the money, so hard for the money. Woo! So you better treat him right. So I think that we just don't have enough specular lighting there, and I'm trying to figure out how. Here's our textures. Got the bump map, that's fine. We could probably increase the bump maybe. I think it's this one, right? In this case, the Fresnel is going to, let's change that, 1.500. No. Yeah. And we're on the torso one, right? I was trying to increase. Oh, take the, oh, I know. Reduce the roughness. I think the roughness is too high. No. I work every day from, wow, man. No breaks at all, huh? You are one dedicated employee. I hope your employer appreciates that. I really do, man. Trying to make this a little bit shiny in here. It's too dull. It needs some sheen to it. Like it's a metal anyway, so we need some sheen to it, right? DAZ Glossy. what was this before? 1, okay. I think I got my work cut out for me on this one. I may bypass this and come back to it later, but it's something I gotta figure out, man. I really want her to work well in Blender. You know? I truly, surely do, right? So, yeah, we're back there. Now let's take the roughness. Okay, let's, so these are basically imported geoshells over here. And shell metal, shell skin. I think it's this one. Influence. Oh, there we go. Now that's brightening it up. Okay, but it's not really affecting the sheen. As volume. Material. Cycles. Absorption density. I want it to have a little bit of sheen to it, you know? No, okay. Let's do, no. Trying to see what I can do to kind of get the That's not it. Just playing around with some settings to see if I can make this. Surely there's got to be a way, man. Even if I got to bring in another node, but I would think. Glossy. It's not affecting anything. But that's going into the geoshell skin. That's not going into the metal. This one is the metal. Yeah, that's the big thing right there, right? Seeing if I can figure out. Glossy's for the skin, though. How do we do it over there? Maybe this will give us an indication over here, right? Let's go ahead and check this. Like I said, she's not naked, trust me. It looks like it, but she's not. She has a coating over her. So, yeah. So what I'm trying to do is give it a little bit of sheen like that, like a dull kind of a matte finish. I like that. Right, how did I do it over here? I think it's this geoshell skin metal. And I go to surfaces. And I did a little bit of glossy. I think it's this torso, right? It's been a while since I set her up though, so. Yeah. This may be a tough one to figure out over here. Taxing my system because I'm in iRay too. There we go. Let's probably don't do that. There we go. Get it out of that shit, out of that mode. And then, yeah, I'm trying to get it glossy. So, skin. No. Okay. What is going on, Johnny Rocket? How are you doing, man? Woo! Good to see you, my friend. Love the new look. How have you been? Man, I have been fantastic, Johnny Rocket. I hope you and Callie are doing fantastic, man. It's good to see you. How's everything going? I don't know if you got a chance to check out my new visual novel on my channel. If you didn't, here it is. Let me go ahead and put it there in the chats. Maybe you did. But thanks for coming by, man. It's really good to see you. Those Diffio nodes that imitate DAZ surfaces are something I never find easy to work with. Yeah. So I always import character with principled method for materials. Principled method for materials. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Now I know what you're saying. You've got this would make things easier. And maybe and that's one thing I was thinking is to simplify the nodes by coming and putting in a principled BSDF here. Normally I'm okay with it, but in this case I think you're right, man. Yeah, it's just yeah. Yeah. Oh, those go into those, go into those, go into those, go into those. Right, Sanders? You are using the configuration in Diffeomorphic. Well, what do you mean, though? I don't understand, Sanders. I don't understand what you... Oh, okay. I didn't know about this. Oh, okay. You're talking about this over here. It would, but you're talking about putting a principled BSDF in here, right? Super glad to hear that. We are doing good. The 3 kiddos are getting bigger. That's awesome, man. I'm so happy you and your family are staying safe and healthy. We love you, brother, and please give my love to Sister Callie, a great friend, friends from Twitch, man. It's good to see you here. Let me get you a whoa. Woo! Fantastic, my friend. So are you talking about you set those global settings? Because I would be willing to re-import her. I haven't done much with it yet. Okay. So I would re-import her. Thank you, Sandra. See, let me tell you something. I put out these tutorial videos, but I feel like I learn as much or more from you guys than I put out there. I take more than I give. Okay, so. Now, if I set the materials, so if you select one or the other things here, what you're saying, console, those Diffio nodes that imitate DAZ surfaces are something I never find easy to work with. So I always import character with principled method for materials. So you are saying change this to principled from BSDF, right? What about refractive? This is new. I'm still, I've used Diffeomorphic and I played around with it. I know how to get it set up. I know how to mess with shaders and stuff like that. And I know how to get the global settings working. But I haven't done a lot in here. So, is in method. Yes, so I set that to principled. And that's what you're saying, Sanders, right? It looks worse at first, but it's easier to adjust because it is the base configuration for Blender. Yeah, principled BSDF, right? Okay. So Sandra says is in method. So do I need to change anything else? You've got I wish I could bring this and expand this. I really can't see what it's saying here. It's too small. Oh, method for refractive part of principal materials. reuse principled. Don't add extra nodes for reflective parts, but reuse the principled node. Okay, okay. Yes, I think this is what I want to do. Okay. Method for subsurface scattering, random walk. That's fine. Hair. Let's do principled on all these, all right? And let's delete her, because I was just bringing her in. It's fine. Yeah, okay. So let's take and just get rid of her. We'll bring her back in. Okay, we'll just, I can easily import her, man. I haven't done much with her yet, so I'm happy to do that. Let's go ahead and get rid of all the mesh stuff. Delete. Okay, now let's go ahead and bring her back in. All right, we're gonna go. So we set the global settings. Why did it change back? Oh, because I didn't say okay. Damn it. Okay. Principled, and we're gonna go reuse principled. Let's do that. Click OK. And so now it's gonna use more of the nodes that you're used to when you're doing stuff in Blender. But Johnny Rocket Man, it's so good to see you. Thank you for coming in here, Console. Console's back in here. He's got to be here to say. They got to be in here to save me from myself. And Sanders isn't here to do much of the same thing. Woo! Got to keep you guys in here. Got to stick around for the stream, right? So yes, okay. Now what we're gonna do is, now that we've done that, I don't think I need to reopen Blender or anything like that. I think we should be fine. Global settings, and we've got there. We're gonna just go back into import, and we're gonna say Kim, right? I think Kim Blender is the one I want. There. Okay, let's see how it works, man. Let's go. In my case, I only use principled, and the rest I leave it by default. Okay, all right. We'll see how it works like this, Sanders, and if we need to, we'll go back to what we had before, right? We'll do what you said, right? Because I know the principled BSDF, and it should be easy to adjust specular lighting too, using the principled BSDF. So we'll see what it looks like, man. Thank you guys so much for the advice. Hopefully this really helps solve a lot of these issues that I'm having, because the eyes aren't importing well or anything like that. So, how are our eyes? Oh my goodness. Oh wait, this may be good though. Okay, her eyes, I think it's just the lighting maybe. And yeah, I don't know why it doesn't bring in those striations on her abdomen there like it does. I have to figure that out too. We'll have to figure that out too. So if we go over here to the mesh, it is subsurface level 4. I'm going to turn off the viewport there. Yes, look at this, man. Look at this. Now we have this. Dude, this is much nicer. And it actually doesn't look any worse, at least for her. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. Yeah, it does. Her skin there doesn't look the best. But it may be something we can adjust now. We have this. Okay, bring in. We're going to go to geometry. We're going to go to torso. Okay. Now we have put a little specular on here. That's not really fixing anything, is it? Torso, arms, teeth. Interesting. That really didn't do anything, man. Maybe I need to adjust the influence. Would have thought that would have made it pretty shiny. Let's go metallic. Sheen tint. No? Okay. Now that would be the influence of the metal though, right? So let's go to metal and increase its in. Ah! Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We just have to increase its influence. There we go, man. Now we're starting to get to places, right? We're starting to get to good places. That was 0. Still not doing much for the sheen, though, is it? This is torso. It's the... it just makes it more shiny. Yeah, that's good. Okay, well, it's the influence. I remember adjusting the influence before, but it wasn't shiny like that. That's good. That's good because that's what we want. But I'm surprised that the specular isn't really doing anything. Because the principle is going in through, basically these are geoshells on the character. And they're not looking too good. I wonder if in DAZ Studio, I can do something to like merge the geoshells or something. And like merge them together so they aren't geoshells anymore. Because these geoshells are causing me a kind of a fit here. This just does not look that good in cycles yet. But it looks pretty good over here in... isn't it covered by those geoshells? Well, no, I mean, this metal, I think, is this black part right here. And so... yeah, I guess, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. What if I go like 0 influence and go 0 influence here? Okay. I'm trying to... I don't know, man. I don't know. I think... yeah, okay, like, let's do this. Okay. Yeah, it is kind of covered by the geoshells. And it's losing kind of like its displacement over here, too. You notice that? So, like, if I come over... let's get out of... hold on a second. Let's get out of... cycles here for a second. Okay. And we are going to go to I'm going to go to the NVIDIA iRay over here in DAZ Studio. And I want to go and view this in NVIDIA iRay, okay? It's like it's losing some of its like displacement. Yeah, we don't want to be in, we want to be in smooth shaded here. Okay, stay in smooth shaded. And let's take a look. I mean, this just looks better. Like there's actual displacement and everything here. And it's losing a lot of that. In Blender. Is there a way to like merge geoshells? I mean, I understand why they used it here, but I was wondering if you could merge down geoshells, you know? Because the geoshells are and we're losing all of our displacement over here. Shit, I should have got out of iRay here. There we go, texture shaded. There we go. Now, yeah, okay. So if we... okay, the problem is if we... oh, but we can control the influence for the different areas. What if we say 0 here? And... oh, no, that's the... oh, okay. Now I'm seeing with the different okay, hold on a second. That's these metal parts here. This is the actual armor part. Okay. I'm thinking that maybe we want... let me kind of like untangle these things. If it's possible. May not be possible. Okay, so this is the skin. The metal part is like these highlights right here. All right, those things. Okay. This skin shell is the black part right here. And then you've got another one, which I think is not really having that much of effect on this, right? So I think you're right. This is the black part. The displacement is set to on the first geoshell node. Yes. Yes. Well, they're all connected to one another though, but you're right. Yeah, it's connected to the first one, and then all of that displacement passes through the other geoshells, see? But yeah, you're right. It's connected to the first one, but because they're all connected, then they all get it. Now this is starting to look a little bit better. So I think it's a matter of like playing around with these nodes some and like increasing or decreasing their influence. This is the skin. Okay, that's improving that. The displacement is set to the first geoshell node, yes. Now it does have a displacement of that. Let's just make it, set it to 1.5. That's not having much of an influence. The strength. We'll leave it at 1. Okay. That's helping to get rid of the underlying skin, because you see a little bit of the base skin showing through there. That may be too much. It's making it blurry. If I do too much, then she loses. You see the skin show through. What's set to 0? No, the bump is set to, are you talking about over here? Displacement is set to, oh, this displacement. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. I don't know how much impact that's having. That is helping, though. It's actually looking better when it's lower. Well, I don't know. It's not having much of an impact at all. Oh, hold on a second here. Let's go 1. Oh, they're all connected down here. I don't know, it's not having much of an impact on the way it looks, though. Still looks kind of flat in through there. It's not having much of an impact, though. It doesn't look like. Carmenac! Woo! How are you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome on into the stream, man. Glad you could make it in today, right? Man, it's good to see you, brother. Hope you're, Sup, Commander? And chat, how are you doing, my friend? Thank you for coming in. So we did change it. And let's change its influence. It just looks incredibly flat though. Like it's not actually displacing. Now that's the metal part. So we want that to be high. Whoa. That takes over everything. Yeah, we don't want it that high, so. You could adjust it with blender nodes. Yeah, I probably need to actually use them. Let's see, you did say when you did this, you said you left this like this, right? Let me try and import it like that, okay? And 41 degrees, geez, man, that's hot. Oh yeah, you're having summertime, right? You're having summertime there. It's hard to believe, right? Let's try this. Let me import like this and see how this imports and go from there. But you're right, Sanders, you could. And it's something I'm gonna have to look into. I just didn't expect to have to do this much work on this. But hey, it's what I gotta do. Woo, Froppy, how are you doing today, sister? It's good to see you. Sorry, I sent you a message. I think you were busy. But thank you for coming in. It's good to see you. How is everything going today? Mr. Sister Moderator is in here joining us today. Yes, she is. And then I think that's 106 degrees Fahrenheit or so, but it ain't lecker. What's lecker? I'm sorry. That's a little slang I don't know. I am not sure if in this case it is necessary to keep the Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, console. I think that probably it would be better if I just got rid of these custom nodes that Diffeomorphic brings in, and just like you're saying, do the normal Blender stuff. I think in this case, this is going to be, because normally Diffeomorphic does a good job of bringing that in, but I think that GeoShell stuff is pretty complicated. And I was thinking about that today. I was like, we need to really simplify these nodes because that's pretty convoluted, you know? What's up? Hey, DB Gaming, what is going on, man? That man sandwich in here today. Commander Cody, how's it going with you? It is going fantastic now that you're here, brother. It is beautiful. So let's do what Sanders says. And we're gonna leave principled, okay? Thank you guys for pointing this out because I think it's gonna simplify the nodes. And we're gonna leave that BSDF. It's so good to see you. Hello, my friend. I was super, oh no. Hey, I'm so happy to hear you're feeling much better. Thank you for, if you guys don't know, Froppy TTV, if you've seen my visual novel, DB Gaming, have you checked it out? Let me go drop it in chat, man, because I am shameless in promotion. And we will go put it in here. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Console, don't know if you've seen it. Sanders, I think you might have seen it, I don't know, but my birthday is tomorrow, another year older, 25 this year, I hear. Woo! How are you doing? Are you gonna do a stream, man? Are you gonna do a Twitch stream to celebrate the big 2-5? I'll be 50 this year, man. 5-0, half a century. Deal with it. Woo! Love it. Let's go ahead and resave her just for safekeeping, all right? Just for shits and giggles, let's go ahead and resave her, make sure the DBZ file and everything is exactly the same. Okay, let's bring her over here. Oh man, it's good to see it. Thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. How is your weekend? Yes. Times 2 plus 1. Nice, man. Nice. So you're not that much older than I am. Okay, so let's save this. And what we're gonna do is go into content library. 51, I will be 5-0 this year. 5-0, man. 5-0. Let's go ahead and select him. Okay, we're gonna go File, Save As, Scene Subset, and we are going to come back in here and go Kim Blender, just for shits and giggles too. Let's go to... let's go back in here. We're going to go to Visual Novel. There, Studio. Let's start over from scratch, man. Pretend like we never did anything yet. I'm good at that. Scene, MRU. Get rid of all this Kim Blender stuff. Okay, gone. All right. So she's not there anymore. Get rid of it. Okay, yeah, updated, refresh. And so she's ready. She's in the T-pose because we're going to need that for some Mixamo animations I'm going to do. Okay, and then so she's there. All right. What if I made that selectable? Nah, just leave it alone. It's just selecting. So what we're going to do is we're going to take her and resave her as a scene subset. And we're going to go Kim. And we're going to go Kim Blender. Okay? I think you guys are on the right track with simplifying this. So we're going to do that. And we don't need the basically render node stuff from DAZ Studio. Select all of that. Yes. Accept. All right, so she's right there. And now we need to give her a DBZ file. So export to Blender. You know, I'm thinking maybe I need to do for... Let me do the export HD. Because maybe her striations need to be HD. Let's try that. I've never done that before. Let's come over here and we're going to go there. We're going to go to... I'll be right with you and guys in chat in a second. Sorry about that. It's just we're focused on getting this part of it. Library, scene subset, MRU, and we're going to go Blender, and we're going to add her. All right, well, that builds. Yeah. Never done this before. So, yep, 51, man. Awesome. Congratulations on that, brother. The big 5-1. North of 50. I'll be joining you here shortly, my friend. Oh my goodness, we got some bots in here. Weird bots on YouTube, man. They haven't infested Twitch yet. Well, they have with buy follows, buy subscribes, all that kind of stuff. But, okay, so that is... Wow. Didn't think it'd take this long. But maybe we need the HD for the striations. I thought that was subdivision, but... I don't know. Maybe this isn't a good idea. I've always used just export Blender for simplification, right? But DB Gaming, congratulations. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. We need to get a Squad Kitty in here to sing you happy birthday. How about we have a little Battle Kitty show up, all right? How about we have him show up? And say hello to your ways. There he is. What's going on, Battle Kitty? Don't worry, he's not giving you dirty looks, he's just judging you, all right? Sometimes Laura likes to stop by for a visit too, right? She likes to stop on in. Woo! Where's my coffee, Laura? Where's my coffee? All right, really? Don't get no coffee, man. Yeah, they do this thing where they spam it, you click on it, and it does some strange shit. It's weird. Man. All right. Let's try it now, all right? And Sharon likes to drop by occasionally, too, to say hello. Yes, she do. She likes to check and make sure the stream is on point. Woo! All right, let's go ahead, global settings. So we're global settings. We've got all this principled, and we're going to import Easy DAZ import, and we're going to go over to Blender, right? Yeah, they do some weird... Battle Kitty, 3D Battle Kitty. I got a 3D Squad Kitty too. Maybe doing HD wasn't the best idea. But you gotta start somewhere, right? Beautiful. DB Gaming coming here. You gonna stream on your birthdays? Birthdays, man. You gonna stream on your birthdays? Yeah, I had somebody asking me in a comment just before I started streaming about whether or not. And I got my achievement, my 300 subscribers achievement. Thank you all for making that happen, by the way. You're all lovely, luscious human beings. All right, you're luscious. Sharon is there, man. Sharon is there. She is, and I've got her exported too. I don't know if she's still up. Captain Sadea has been exported. Man, maybe having her in cycles right now is not the best idea. Never done the HD export, so this may be playing with fire here, man. Awesome, man. What are you going to be streaming for your birthday streams? A particular game or... yeah, what are you going to be doing? I would say I was going to raid you, but it's hard to do crossing platforms. They don't want to send my audience over to Twitch, man. Yeah, so... I get up to 500 subscribers, and this is really what I'm looking for, too, is that I open up the community page so I can start sending, like, community messages on YouTube. I have been wanting to do that. And I had it when I first started, but YouTube kind of plays with, like, implementing features often and not telling you about it. And they took away the community section. And now you have to have 500 I think that if you have 500 subscribers, you get the community section. I love that because I can send messages to the community and community members get the notification, right? So a few hundred more and I'll unlock that. This was a bad idea. Console, I think we should abort this mission. This is my fault, I'm not blaming you. Maybe I shouldn't have done HD. This might have been a very, very bad choice right here, right? Maybe Outlaws of the Old West or Ring of Elysium. Ring of Elysium is a what do you call it? A battle royale, right? Awesome, man. Well, hope you have a blast. I'll try to get over there, man. I would give you my TP, Twitch Prime, but I've already given it, and it's not going to be available again until February 9th. So, unfortunately, I don't get over to Twitch a lot. I don't. I've just been so busy with things. But I at least try to get over there and find who, you know, just because I don't want to throw away my Twitch Prime. It's just like throwing away money when I could be giving it, you know, it's just $250. But hey, that's $250 that someone gets, and Amazon isn't absorbing that money. They just get to keep it, right? So I try to remember to spend my Twitch Prime whenever I can. I can't see that emote, man. What emote is that? How are you putting those emotes in chat? Yeah, this was a bad idea. This was an incredibly bad idea, Sanders, man. It's a fail stream over here, brother. Let's go ahead and just... yeah. But which blender are we dealing with? Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, get the hell out of here. Let's not do that again. Wow. I don't think I've logged onto Twitch in a couple of years. Are you serious? You haven't even logged into... Wow. I'm still logged in. Wow. That's a long time. Let's go back. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to and pretend like we never used HD. I thought that maybe help with the striations, but let's just try to get one thing at a time fixed, okay? If a YouTube emote, I guess, it's a kitty in a box. I did not know that. I have some, you know, like this heart emote there. So let's not do that again. Let's go back into here, get rid of our DBZ file, all right? And let's just do export Blender. It's much faster. Okay, so we're going to do that and go back in here. Visual Novel, MRU Chronicles. We've got DAZ Studio, and we're going to go to Subset. And thank you so much for coming by today, Froppy. I always enjoy spending time with you and all of you guys, you know. I didn't hear from you, so I was kind of like concerned as a friend, you know. I love you and I want you to be safe and healthy and happy. And I appreciate you reaching out and checking on me. That means a lot, you know. So we're going to do there and say save. Yeah, let's not do HD again. At least not now. All right, I don't know that we need... I don't think she has any HD morphs on her anyway. I think that's just subdivision for her striations. So I don't know why it's not showing up, but hey, we might be able to fix it here, right? Well, when I got my new laptop, I wasn't auto-logged anymore To be honest, I can't remember which name I used on there. It's changed a few times. Plus, you have two-factor authentication if you're an affiliate, so you got to get through that level of noise too. So let's do that, and we're gonna go and bring her back to life. So we're gonna come in here and animation, and yeah, so there we go. And all right, what do you say we delete the default cube? That is the Blender sign of a true Blender user, deleting the default cube. You don't know Blender unless you know how to delete the default cube. So we're gonna go and it's like, dude, you don't know Blender anyway. Yeah, it's true.
You'll get no argument from me.
Kitty in a box, DB Gaming. I hope you have an awesome stream, man. I'll try to get by and shed. I don't even know if I have any bits. What's bits? I don't even know, man. Oh, I think when I get to 500 subscribers, I also unlock, I think it's 500 subscribers, I unlock the opportunity for super chat on YouTube. That basically is like being able to donate while you're streaming. It's like a button that allows you to donate through Google to the streamer. I think that's at 500, it may be 1,000. Maybe 1,000, I'm not sure yet. All right. What do you say we fix this, Sanders? What do you say, console? What do you say we fix this? What do you say we do this? Let's go Studios! There we go. And then we're gonna go Blender and easy import DAZ. Oh man. Which character are you exporting? Kim. Kim is problematic because she uses geoshells and is complex. And she uses a level 4 subdivision, which is definitely harder on system resources. It was harder on system resources when I was in NVIDIA iRay on DAZ Studio. You definitely knew she was in the scene, right? I haven't posted anything to my YouTube account in over a year, man. Hey man, you do what you want to. If you like Twitch, that's cool. I just don't think Twitch is, don't worry, she's not naked. It just looked like she is. She has clothing on. She has a sheet, basically a texture thing on her. She's not naked, so don't report me to YouTube. It's not gonna do you any good. Now this is what takes a long time. It's having to set up the geoshells and do all this. Well, wait, all right. But this is Kim. This is Kim, this is what she looks like. I don't wanna put this in NVIDIA iRay, but she looks stunning. Let's just say she's stunning. I'll let you see her after I'm done there. Well, we got to get her over to, I think this is Evie. Got a bunch of geoshells and we're having to deal with all. Hey, what's going on? Coco, I said your name right last time. Let's see if we can repeat it again this time, right? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Chat, can we please get a warm welcome for Kokos? Am I say your name right? Welcome back in, my friend. Thank you for coming back in today and joining us. I appreciate the kind words you dropped there in the chat yesterday. That meant a lot to me, it really did, you know? So let's go ahead and see what she looks like in our cycles. Don't worry, she has a texture on. She's not butt naked, okay? I'm very aware of YouTube TOS. And so is Kim. So, cycles and GPU. I'm just saying that in case YouTube is watching. She's not naked, man. She's got something on, right? And it's good to see you, man. Woo! Let's put a woo out there for your ways. I am not in the right Blender. Oh, I'm in 2.93.4. Sorry, I opened the wrong one, guys. That cycles shape, that cycle setup looked very different. So I'm like, yeah, that's not right. So delete the default cube. True Blender users know to do that. And DAZ importer. Okay, there we go. Easy import DAZ, and we're gonna go and do over here. Correct, man. I nailed it again, man. Do I get a sub out of that? I don't know. You may already be subbed to the channel. I don't know. So there we go. La Brosse Scene Subset, MRU. And we're going to Kim. All right. Kim's in here. Blender version. Boom. Put her in here right there. You know what I'm saying? TV Gaming is in here. Yes, he is. We got Cocos. Welcome on into the stream. It's great to see you back, man, yesterday, and I appreciate the really kind words you dropped in there. Said, I was entertaining, man. I'm just showing my ass. I don't know if that's entertaining or not, but thank you for the kind words and saying that I was entertaining you, right? And yesterday, we had a big love from Ilura, who portrays our second-in-command, Ming Xiaohuai. No, I'm screwing that name up. She is our second in command, and you will see her, you'll hear her in the visual novel, episode 1. And you'll hear her in episode 2, but she's voicing one of the characters, and she upped her subscription contribution on Patreon from $1 to $5 a month, right? Man, and it's, you know what's funny? Is almost all of the voice actors, including Sister Froppy, I know you're out there donating too. Don't think I don't see you. I see you too. And you've been donating for quite a while, all right? I'm back and I've got, woo! Where's mom? Show the phone to mom so I can give her a woo. You know what I mean? I have not given mom a woo. My life is not complete. My day's not complete. Where did you get your coffee? Did you make it out of your Keurig at home? Did you? I always end up missing Ilura, dang it. Yeah, and she didn't come in today, but she, almost all of the voice actors who are contributing to this project are giving me money through Patreon. Now, that's messed up. I should be paying you guys, right? So, let's go back in here. Cycles, GPU, 500, and let's bring her into cycles. Okay, we're finally here, right? Froppy's here, Celestial Skies is in here. 2 amazing friends joining me today. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. Cocos is with us here today. New friend from YouTube's. We've got Console in here, working hard for his money. Look, he, she, them, they. I don't know who they are. I didn't get gender, so I'm sorry. I'm making stupid assumptions. I like heavy whipping cream in my coffees. All right, now, we need some scene lighting, right? We need to crank this up. Now this looks a little bland. The striations aren't there. We'll deal, whoa. Hold up. Does this look better? I think it does. I think this is looking better. All right. All right, let's go in here and go into shading. What do you say, right? My friend, we just want to support you in what you do. The work you do is amazing. Being self-taught takes a lot of willpower, focus. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not the only one. Console there. We got Sanders in here. I think they're both self-taught too. So. Actually, she looked pretty amazing in that viewport shading. All right, put our viewport lighting in here, scene world. We're gonna drop that in. I think this is looking a little better now, actually. All right, her face is looking kind of messed up, but that's you know, and her eyes are not, it's almost like the emissive lighting for the eyes is not set yet. Let's turn off the armature so we can see. Yeah, I think we can fix that. You know, and this doesn't look too bad. Yep, this is looking good. Better anyway. So let's say we fix her, I'll turn off this distracting HDRI there. We just need the lighting. Do we get it? Yeah, let's crank up the lighting. There we go. Yeah, we need a little brighter. You light up my life. Thank you though, Froppy, I appreciate that, and thank you for your donation. That means a lot to me, it goes a long way. And I do use those donations to fund this adventure, the episodes and shit. So let's go ahead and grab mesh, and we're gonna go geometry, torso, and let's take a look at our nodes now. Yeah, about where we were, right? So it's a matter of, let's kind of spread these out like this, so we can kind of see what we're doing here. Unfortunately, we cross the streams like the Ghostbusters, man. There we go. I think it's about as good as we can get. That one over there is going to cross, or will it? Let's go here. Yeah, let's get these a little bit nicer, shall we? Yeah, so they're not crossing. We can see a little bit better. Love the details on Kim. Yeah, she looks better in Cycles, or she looks better in NVIDIA. This is what she looks like in NVIDIA iRay. Don't worry, she has textures. This is not her bare skin. It looks like it. It freaks me out every time I see it. I'm like, oh God, YouTube, don't kill me. But she actually has a texture on there, so don't worry about it. So here we go, and this is what she looks like. Right now, she looks better in DAZ Studio because I need to fix her in... This is her mechanical combat chassis. She has a organic combat chassis too, which you'll see later on. That should be easier to deal with. Basically, she can download herself into a human body. But see, look at how kind of like matte color this is, and yeah, this looks good over here. And she's got like the striations in her abs right here. The eyes are glowing. Yeah, that's what we need to do over in Blender. Okay, that's what we got to do. So, let's go back. I mean, I wish it would change the color other than skin color like that, because it just looks like she's naked. Usually it's red. Oh, wait a minute. Let's get out of... yeah, shit. Yeah, don't be in this. Takes too much GPU space and time. Power. There we go. Thank you. I appreciate that. I did a lot of work with her, and basically the yellow colors, the yellow eyes, that was all me changing the emissive surfaces and stuff like that. And I got to figure out how to do it over here in Blender. So we were talking about this console. We were talking about basically we've got a bump, and then we've got... Oh, we lost our displacement one. We don't have that displacement thing anymore. It's gone. It's gone, man. But we do have... I'm seeing a line here, which is not good. That's where the texture maps are meeting. It's not good. Is that having any influence? Hold on. Like the lines right here. I don't know, I can't really tell that it's really doing anything. All right. So we want to have this influence more. Right? Don't we? No, not the skin. Okay. We're gonna have... No, it is, right? Okay, yeah, that's the one. 1.00. And I think... What if I change this to... Thought we were messing with that before, and it was changing... Here. 0.75. That is it? Okay, hold on. I just don't know how this is... like set up, you know? I'm trying to make her wait a minute. Yeah, look at the sheen now. There we go. All right, we don't want it quite that shiny. Hold on. Now, the displacement. Didn't we have... What was this set to before? Like 1, wasn't it? So that's giving us our sheen, which is good. Let's go back over into specular. I want it to be kind of like a dull, kind of like a matte. That's getting there. Look at that, man. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. I don't want it quite that shiny though, but it looks cool. At least we're getting somewhere, right? It's the all right, 0.500. And move the specular, move the metallicity down. Yeah. Don't want it quite that shiny. All right. Be right back a sec. Arumi wants me to make some rice for the gumbo. Oh my goodness, I'm coming over for dinner. That settles that. Now maybe sheen tint. Hold on a second. Okay. I'm just seeing how this affects. This will too. IOR. That's refraction. 1.15. Transmission, roughness, sheen. Okay. 1.1 metallicity, 0.25. See, I just want to kind of give it a, oh, wait a minute. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That right there is what I'm looking for. More roughness. Because I want to give it a matte finish. That. Woo! All right. Now we're cooking. Now we got it. Yes. Yes. That's more of what I was looking for. That's more of the way she looked when, yeah. Okay. Roughness. So it's, yeah. 1.20 and we're gonna go 1. Yeah, something like that, just for right now. 1.5. There we go. And then see, that's too much. Okay, displacement. I haven't seen my displacement do much of anything. Okay. And yeah, that's kind of like better. All right. But it still doesn't have a lot of displacement over here. Let's see here, influence. 1.00. If I do that, that's too much. And then we lose all of our light. We lose all of our reflectivity, but it looks better around here. Okay. Just trying to figure out how to get this. See, that gives it the pink look right there. That's the metal part, which you want to leave that at 1. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Yes. 1.0. Let's go 10. Yeah, but it's making it jagged over here. Screwing this up over here. It's kind of the color I'm looking for. And the like the look, but it's causing this to be like protrude. So I'm trying to think of how to do this with the nodes that are set up. Now, this is base color. What if I mute these? Okay. That makes it totally black there. Just trying to think about how to do this there. Unmute. That really doesn't do, okay. Okay, that looks pretty good. That's not doing anything now. Okay. Welcome back, sister. None of us know how to use my rice cooker like I do. Just use it. We don't know how to use it. See, I like how reflective it looks when I don't. Which one was it that made that skin, gave it its... Now I'm lost. I need to write this down because it's... I find this very confusing. Because you're Japanese, there you go. Woo! Jesus. Okay, now, influence, no. Okay. I don't, okay. If I do, if I do, that allows it to gloss, okay? But if I add this geo shell on top of it, oh, these are actually pulling in Aura, Geoshell, Skin, Torso. Where's that at? Is that a file? Or is that that's a material, right? Or is that just the name of the geoshell? What the heck is this in here? Name. Node tree consisting of linked nodes used. This is a proprietary thing that's confusing me. I don't know how it's handling the nodes in here. But Froppy, love you, sister. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate it. You are awesome. I mean, it's just not doing anything. That, okay. Is this doing anything? I mean, it doesn't look to me like it's having an impact on anything. What I wanted to do is, we're glad to have you. Thank you so much, Froppy. I appreciate that. You are awesome, sister. Here, let's do this. I'm gonna put that other one first and see if that fixes the issue we're having. Let's go, come on. Link it back up, man. There we go. Let me take a screen capture of this, set up right here. There, and go new, say new, and grab these. All right. I want to cut. There, I just could, okay. Didn't the displacement go in too? Yeah, the displacement went in here. Okay, EV, cycles. UV. Oh, they both have displacement, okay. But what I'm, okay. I don't understand. I don't know what the... Where's this material coming from? It's just so confusing. I don't understand. where that material is coming from. I think just a bad line right there too, where the textures meet. Oh, this is not good. I don't like any of this. I don't like this. It's got a bad mark right there where the two geoshells meet, I guess. I don't know. This looks nasty. It's not looking good at all. I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time trying to figure this one out. I just do not get it. It's not as good as dealing with the DAZ Studio. Oh, it's not good. Yeah, no, I don't like it. Don't like it at all. I don't understand these nodes here. I don't know where these materials are, these weird ass materials are coming from. I mean, I just don't know what that is. It's or a geoshell. Where is that coming from? What is that? It's not a modifier. It's not a material that shows up over here. I guess I don't get it, man. This is really confusing how this is set up. Yeah, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And I don't know what I can do in here either. I don't know. It's frustrating because I have absolutely no idea what to do. It's not working in any meaningful way at all. So I mean, I sort of understand it, but it's clunky and confusing and it's not really working well. I mean, I can't just take the shell like I can in here and like affect like the colors of the shell. It's like one feeds into the other, feeds into there. I hate it. I don't like how it's set up over here. It's not good. See, over here you can like mess with the individual shells, and when I set like each of them, each shell has its own kind of thing you can configure. And I don't understand what it's doing here. I find it really confusing. It's got some weird material over here that doesn't show up over here. I just don't get it. Maybe there's something in here, I don't know. I just don't even know where to begin. Oh, let's see here. Oh, here we go. Multiple geoshells diffeomorphic. A geometry shell in DAZ Studio is kind of virtual mesh, yes. It is a clone of the base mesh, yes, but unlike instances, you can change. Well, here's a diffeomorphic article on it. Maybe this will help. But unlike instances, you can change the material settings and some other properties. Most commonly used base mesh, there is no corresponding data type in Blender, since many cases a geoshell is just a container for something that modifies the materials. The DAZ importer converts geoshells into node groups in the corresponding materials. This usually works well if we just add a single geoshell, but if the same character has several geoshells, the DAZ importer can be confused. Recently, I have therefore added some tools to fix problems with multiple geoshells. Okay, so he's got an article. Our character has two types of geographed. Third shell covers the body. Okay. In Blender, you have some problems. The body is covered with correctly, but the geographs are white. Okay, so it's okay. Select the look at the. There are 3 node groups which correspond to the 3 shells in DAZ Studio. Okay, it's just what we have. Headlights, shell to the left. Oh, wait a minute. One problem is the headlights shell to the left. I don't know what you're talking about. You should only affect. So there are 2 new buttons in the setup materials section. Let's see what you're talking about. Setup materials section. I don't know what you're talking about. Setup materials section. Where's that? You're not doing a good image of. Okay. Advanced setup material. Maybe here. No, don't see it. Some confusion with their images over here. Yeah, that's royally confusing. So, says delete the node and reconnect the incoming. Okay, it's not difficult, but rather tedious. So, to facilitate this task, there are 2 new buttons in the setup materials section. I don't see what you're talking about. This is. I'm not seeing what you're doing here. Oh, here. Remove shells? Okay, okay, do I see it here, okay? To facilitate this task, okay. Material section. Remove shells and replace shells. But first we merge materials, which reduces the number of from 5 to 3 without changing anything else. Now you're saying there is a merge materials. I do not see that one. Oh, merge materials, okay. Task, there are 2 buttons, okay. Dialog appears with all shell nodes in the materials in the active mesh. We want to delete the 3 headlight nodes. Okay, I don't see what you're saying. There's nothing like that on there. I'm gonna have to look at this later because it's gonna take a lot of focus. I am going to mark this one now and get back to it, and maybe I'll talk back about it later on another stream because that's just. Let's see here. I'm gonna save this. We're gonna bookmark it, and yeah, let's put it right there. Done. Let's make sure it goes in the bookmark section. 3D, yeah, okay. So this, I found a document that talks about how to properly deal with this, but I don't know, it's gonna take a lot of focus, and yeah. It's talking about something merged together, and it's not doing what it says it's supposed to be doing. So I'm not quite sure what it's saying there. I'm gonna have to look at that in more depth later on. Actually, let me look at it now. It is. Okay, let's come over here. He's talking about geoshells. Okay, so mesh was. Okay, so one problem is that to the left, it should only affect, but not. Okay, to fix that, we simply delete the node and reconnect the incoming outgoing links. This is not difficult, but rather tedious since we, okay. To facilitate this task, there are two different buttons in the setup material section, remove shells and replace shells. But first we merge materials, which reduces the number of, okay, without anything else. So when we press remove shells, okay, so it says merge materials, which reduces the number of, okay. Okay, hold on, we go say, I don't know which one of these, it just says merge materials. Okay, that did nothing. That did nothing either. Is it, you got to select here or what? Merge materials. And that did jack squat. Okay, wonderful. So now you come over here and remove shells. Ah, okay. A dog appears with all the shell nodes in all materials in the active mesh. We want to delete the three. Damn, it's got a ton of them. The three headlights nodes, which shouldn't be present in the general. Okay, so that one, torso, torso, torso. Filter the selection and that was just shit right there. That did absolutely squat. It just made things 10 times worse. It removed everything that we needed. So that was shit. Wow, this is painful. I do not like this. I didn't realize this would be this much of an aggravation, like massive aggravation to try to get this character in here. Oh man, this is just nuts. I don't know, maybe we'll just deal with Kim later, and because she's just in one small part of the episode, so I may just render her in DAZ Studio and include her in here because it feels like it's going to be a nightmare trying to get her in here the way I need to. So this sucks. It's talking about merging shells, but this isn't doing anything over here like what it shows. So yeah, I don't know. There are two buttons, merge materials. But first we merge materials, which reduces the number of materials, which doesn't do shit at all for us for some reason. Merge materials. If we're on there and we say merge materials, okay, that does squat jack shit for us. And then remove shells, but that just removed the shells and just screwed us over massively. I just don't get what we're doing here. Removing these things just removes all our shells. It doesn't do anything helpful at all. So torso, torso, torso. Yeah, it just doesn't do squat. That just removed our shells and literally fucked us over hard. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna... This is a nightmare. I didn't think this would be this much of a nightmare. I mean, I do have some influence over here, but it doesn't work as well as it does in DAZ Studio. Yeah, that's not... Okay. Yeah, it's going to be complex. Yeah, I've never had to deal with anything this complex, and usually diffeomorphic works pretty good, but for this, it's just a nightmare. There's more to do. Yeah, there's a document on it. I may have to dig deeper into it. Set shell visibility, and yeah, I'm gonna have to really focus on it. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig into that one a little bit more. Maybe what I'll do is I'll make a tutorial or something about it, because after I figure it out, because this just seems nuts to me. And it has to do with the fact that, you know, in DAZ Studio, you have something called geoshells. Those things don't exist in a Blender, so it's trying to compensate for that. One of the things that's bothering me is that it has a line here that I don't like across the arm, where the two material, where the two texture maps are meeting. I really don't like that. But I might be able to fix it with merging the shells or something. I don't know. Yeah, she does not look good in here. So we'll have to get that. I'd like to get her all moved over into Blender. So, and this isn't shells over here. Pups out. Beautiful. Let the pups out. So we're gonna come over here and let's do pupils. I think we have any geoshells on this one. Why do the eyes have geoshells? I don't understand that. We're gonna have to fix this. This looks like utterly confusing in here. Gamma, base color, emission strength. Yeah. Yeah. Factor. Put the factor up to max there. Just trying to see if I can fix the eyes while I'm in here, but I'm done with this character for now. I'll import some other stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna have to try to set aside some time to really dig into that one, because that seems like it's gonna be a mess to try to figure out. Unfortunately, and I think it's just trying to, and with diffeomorphic, they were trying to get the geoshells set, but I was doing what they were saying, but there was more to it, and I may really have to set aside some time to devote to trying to figure that crap out. That is pretty weird, wicked. So that's going to be more complex and involved than anything I've done so far, which is fine. It means I learn diffeomorphic better, and then I can share the knowledge with everyone else. But I think I'm going to go ahead and head out. Thank you so much for everybody who was able to drop by the stream. Sorry I wasn't able to get that figured out, but like I said, I may have another stream and I may do a tutorial on it, but it's really going to require some digging and figuring out the interface there and solving that. One way or another, I think I'll get it. It's just going to be really much more difficult to do than other characters I've done, because it, unlike the other characters I've been importing, it involves like 3 geoshells, and that document here talks about, hey, this is how you deal with like multiple geoshells. But it's not doing exactly what it says in the document, so I may need to like dig further into there. But anyway, thank you so much, guys, for everyone for coming by today. I do appreciate it. We will, like I said, I am going to schedule more of these streams later on in the future. And I'm probably going to try to schedule them rather than doing them spur of the moment, although I do enjoy doing them spur of the moment. I want to like schedule them too, so maybe some people want to come by and hang out and they don't get to because they don't know when I'm doing it. So I think that I'm going to do that. Definitely I'm scheduling tutorials every Tuesday. I'm going to try to do a tutorial. It's a lot of work, especially with all of the visual novel animated series I'm working on. That's a lot of stuff I'm doing too. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on. So, but I'm going to should have another tutorial out this coming Tuesday. Going to try to get that out to you guys, available, and get that to you. And also start scheduling streams better, doing like actually scheduling so you see in advance when they're going to be. But thank you so much, everybody. If you're watching after the video, sorry I wasn't able to get that done, just really trying to dig into it. We'll get it figured out one way or another, because together we're gonna find our way. Woo! But hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Probably do a stream next week. I don't know when yet. And you know, watch for the tutorial this coming Tuesday, as I was saying. We're gonna have one hopefully on Tuesday. So if you, like I said, hope you have a great rest of your weekend, a fantastic upcoming week, and thank you all so much. If you're watching this later, please check out the tutorials I have. The visual novel is out there. The link will be in the description and in the comments. Check that out. Let me know what you think. Hit the like, the comment, thumbs up. I'm working on episode 2, so hopefully I'll have that ready and available. I'm hoping like in the next 3 or 4 months. It's a lot of work getting this stuff over to Blender. It's a lot more involved and a lot more work because there are little hiccups here and there that I've got to fix. So far I've been able to fix everything. I think I can get this stuff fixed with Kim. We'll be able to get her in there in cycles in Blender and looking good. It's just a matter of devoting time to that. But we're going to have the next tutorial, like I said, on Tuesday. You know, if you like what you see, you like the content on the channel, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon, okay, to let everyone know, or a bell icon, so you know when I schedule, when I release videos on Tuesday, and also schedule live streams. You'll get a notification for that too. Yes, Froppy, definitely like, comment, and subscribe. Woo! Put a woo on that one right there. But Froppy, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm so happy to know that you're feeling better. Happy you're over being sick. Sometimes I get nasty headaches. I had one probably last week, and it was really bad, but feeling much better now too. So hope that you guys all have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and we will see you in the next stream. Like I said, check out the videos and all that. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Woo! See you later.